First of all, I would like to say hello teacher and hello everyone. Today I want to presentation about my topic that talk about Udon Mountain, and my group number is number 9 and two members, me, Sung Hong and Lina. For this topic, I would like to mention about 4 points. The first point is talk about history of Udon Mountain. The second point is talk about thing attraction to do in Udon Mountain and the top attraction place in Udon Mountain. And the first point, I mentioned about his story of Udon Mountain. Udon Mountain is in Sa Đéc and Phnom Bat commune, Ponyulu district in the northwestern part of Kampong Speu province, and about 41 kilometers north of Phnom Penh. And this mountain, there are 3 names for this hill, such as Phnom Udon, Phnom Pradet Chatrot, and Phnom Chetras. And the site in this mountain include summit of 5 hills, such as Chát Đây Traitor, Chát Đây Kompu Buôn, Praong Châu Nị Piên, and Ariya Kasa. The area of Phnom Udon is about 1,500 meters by 700 meters from the east to the west. Actually, Udon Mountain appears after humpback hill, and the first one is the smaller is topped by streams and the remains of Kazan's Mukhwias, built by a Muslim on ground given to him for purpose by one of the Asian kings. And the second point, the main hill is said to be sharp like Naga, like a dragon. The stone pass on the main hill has to remain of part lineage, including King Moniyong and King Angdung. For a new hairstyle pass at the end of mountain ridge was completed in 2002 and with 2 whole release of this boat hair. And these 2 parts is focus on many tourists that believe on Buddha, and they would like to know about history of king also. For the point of thing to do in Udon Mountain, I mentioned about 5 top to do in this. The first point is tour and sightseeing. It's a focus on tourists that would like to know and to see in the top of the mountain, and they want to see sightseeing, especially for foreign tourists and local tourists also. And the second point is cultural and history heritage. That means for foreign tourists need to know for many cultural in Cambodia, and for students they want to know about heritage in Cambodia also, and especially is the old heritage history in Cambodia that made by King of Cambodia. And the third point is pleasure tour. I mean many tours that have package tour in this, they will prepare for many activity in this, like ride bicycle and ride board, in many activity in around area in Phnom Madong mountain. And fourth point is talk about outdoor activity that I mentioned first about activity in this. They focus especially on religious and spiritual activity. That many tourists want to know the activity in the local people in Udong Mountain and religious of Buddhas in Cambodia also. And the last point is talk about food. The foods I mentioned about uh, many foods that made by local people in there, that they have made food, delicious food in for attract tourists in this also. And especially they have delicious food in this by by uh, by like culture of Cambodia. And now let's move to top attraction in Udong Mountain that I mentioned. Main attraction 3. The first point is Udong Mountain, and the second point is Vipassana Duras Buddhist Center of Kingdom Cambodia, and the last point is Prang Sajamani Jadai. That the main point in Udong Mountain for many tourists need to know about culture in Cambodia and belief on Buddha. And the last point is talk about food. And food that I mentioned first as the top point, and this food is made by local people and at a food market at Udong Mountain Resort, and the street food at Udong Mountain Resort also. And now let's move to Lina point. They talk about a positive and negative impact. That she mentioned about 3 impact in this mountain, such as social impact, cultural impact, and environment impact. Thank you teacher and thank you everyone for paying attention in the video. Thank you.
Okay, now it moved to my point. Before I will start the presentation, I would like to say thank you teacher and thank you belong to my classmates that you spend time for listening. And I want to apologize also if I pronounce the word or the sentence or some of my point or my partner point is not clearly. I hope you understand. Let me introduce myself. My name is Olina, and what I want to talk about today is about tourism impact in Udong Mountain. Before I will start the presentation about the positive and negative impact in Udong Mountain, I would like to give all of you one definition about tourism impact. Okay. Tourism impact is referred to the positive and negative impact to the community like the economic, social, cultural, and environment. A positive impact can refer to the increase in job, a higher quality of life for local, and increase the wealth of an area. It is the definition that I take from Wikipedia page. So we move to positive economic impact in the Udong Mountain. The first positive economic impact in Udon Mountain is provide job for local people. We already know that Udon Mountain it is the natural and cultural place that it mix together. Most of the visitor arrive there is the local visitor, and then the purpose that they arrive there because they want to try the local food, or they want to buy some of souvenir that created by people live around there. So it is the good opportunity for local people that they can create or they can make the product or service to support or to provide to the visitor. The second, it also develop to infrastructure. I saw the video you took that is taken by visitor that they arrive there. They said that like before Udon Mountain is really quiet and the road or infrastructure in there it's so old and really hard to arrive there. But when like the people local people or when the place right now it really famous, so the infrastructure was developed by the government or was developed by the tourism department that they went there to develop. The second positive social impact. The first positive social impact in Udon Mountain is it can provide the education and training from tourist department to local people live around there. Before the people or local people live in Udon Mountain, they never get the education or training course from tourist department, so it really hard for them when they want to create product or they want to create service for support or for provide to visitor. It really hard because they didn't know what is product or what is service that visitor or that traveler that they want or they need. So after the Udon Mountain was popular and it so after they got the training course from tourism department, the local people live around there that have the education that they can solve the problem when the visitor or when tourists arrive there, or they can create or they can find the new product for support them. So the last one we talk about the positive environment impact. The positive environment impact in Udon Mountain is provide the conservation and preservation for environment. I heard the local people that live there, they said before Udon Mountain becoming to attraction area, the people living around there, they never pay attention or never conservation and preservation to the environment around there. They always cut it to do the business, to create house or to create anything that they want. But after Udon Mountain becoming to the popular place that it can attract so many local people or they can be attract so many local visitors to visit there, the people living there they start to conservation or pay attention to protect the tree and protect the environment in the place. And they start to turning their attention to environment also. Before they never care about the environment or pollution in there because they said in that place it cannot provide them the money or cannot provide them for the job. But after they saw so many visitors or so many travelers arrive there, they start to clean or they start to protect the environment in there also. So we move to negative economic impact. There are so many negative economic impact in Udon Mountain. The first, local people they can earn low income or almost none. We already know the product or service in Udon Mountain, the price that local people or the price that seller charge to visitor is really low because the product or service that they provide to visitor is just a simple service or simple product, so they cannot charge so expensive or charge so high price from visitor. The second, there are competition in selling the same product. In their place, we can see so many sellers that they sell the product really the same. Most of product that they sell to visitor, most of product that they sell to visitor is almost food or some of souvenir that they create by hand. So it is not modern or for the quality is not enough for provide to visitor yet. And the last one, they get the visitor. At the last one, they get seasonal visitor. Udon Mountain, it is not like the really popular place. It's just like the simple place that can be attracted by local people. So some of visitors that they arrive there, they always go on the weekend because they think it is the Udon Mountain. It is not a really popular place for visitor. Some of visitors that they arrive there, they always choose on the weekend because they said like this place they go for relax or for eat food. So it is the problem that the people or for local people they really hard to sell the product or service. So we move to negative social impact in Udon Mountain. Udon Mountain is just a small place that most of the visitors that they arrive there, they just want to be the leisure to try the local food or to buy the souvenir. They rarely to stay or to sleep in there. So for the negative impact, it have so really a little bit, but it has some negative impact in there. The first, it created insecurity because like before Udon Mountain becoming, for some of negative impact in Udon Mountain, it can be creating insecurity. For local people, they said when tourists, so many people or so many visitors arrive there, it can create in the place becoming to insecurity also because it can make the place so really crowded than before, or they can, for the local people they just feel that they not security because they saw so many people that arrive there. Sometimes they not believe them. So the last one is there has been a slum like the place for worship culture and traditional. When visitors arrive there so many, they can be impact to their place also because visitor they always they always touch or they didn't respect the worship place cultural or traditional in their place. So the last one is talk about the negative environment impact. The negative environment impact in Udon Mountain is can be uh, create the environment pollution by the tourists when they arrive there. They didn't respect the rule that local people or the people live in there. They try to sign. The last one is talk about negative environment impact in the Dong Mountain. The negative impact in the Dong Mountain is can be create the environment pollution by visitors that they arrive there. They didn't respect the rule that made by the local people. And then the second causing pollution. It can be pollute the water, pollute everything around there. And third, the people or local people, they start to destroy environment and wildlife to do the business, because when they saw the visitor arrive there so many, they start to cut the tree, or they kill the wildlife to create the product, to uh, or sell it to them. So there are so many cases behind of that place that I don't know, because I didn't arrive there. I just watch the YouTube and I do the research from the Google also, because it is like the bad situation that I cannot arrive there. So for some of my point, or so it is the case study that I and my partner, that I try to research through on the Google and through on the video YouTube that take by the visitor that they arrive there. I didn't arrive there because right now the situation cannot allow me to go there. So some of my point or some of the document or everything that I research from YouTube, I know it's not clearly, but I hope teacher or everyone will understand. Thank you.